Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 7 of our Borgio campaign, and today we're going to be taking the war to Khorne, which is going to be pretty hardcore from what I saw from their armies, and on top of that, something I've been neglecting this entire campaign, and I didn't play very far into the campaign before, so I didn't know this, but apparently you can get exploding crossbow ammunition by building our arts workshop, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to do that, and then the siege workshop, yeah, eventually we can get that, cranking it up. Oh yeah, dude, give us the tortoise tank. So that will be the game plan. Try and get the arts workshop for the doodles of mass destruction. And then from there we can get the siege workshop, get some advanced artillery. Don't know if it'll be this episode, but yeah, doodles of mass destruction, tortoise tanks, weaponized fireworks. Yeah, this is the one. So enables rocket bolts for crossbow, explosion damage, and artillery damage as well. So this is going to be our game plan, is to go this direction. All right, aside from that, Borgio, at the end of the last episode, we finally took down Rapance. Man, what a weird campaign. Skaven into Rapance fighting and the Bretonnians. That's kind of the fun thing, right? Like one spontaneous attack from the AI, changes the entire direction of our campaign, where we're now fighting down here. We could actually probably get rid of the smithy here. This is level 3. No, we can't build that arts building here. Okay, so we cannot do that here. So what we can do, the arts building is going to be how much? It's 4,000, so we can probably destroy the Shalian Temple since we got Piccolo already. This one just gives us, plague and medicine bundles. So yeah, we'll just destroy that for now. Although the growth building is only level 2. Do we have growth anywhere else in the region? No, we got the income building here. We'll hold on to the growth building. I think that'll be all right. And then, do we have any trade agreements? Anything we can do there? We do not. Okay. And then, yes, let's go to the next turn. Sorry, guys. Stuck in my head. So we got Ugo. He's got a good army. Crossbows, some golden lions, some unique halberd units. We're also going to get rid of the light scouts here and upgrade them to the Carmine Arwars, which are, the Knights Forlorn of Monte Castello. These guys are like skirmish cav that also happen to be really good in melee too. All right, guys, see you in the next turn, and the great battle against Khorne begins soon. Alrighty, so here we are in the next turn, and we're going to go here and build the arts workshop. So finally, I mean, man, I wish I'd rushed that earlier. Would have been so good. Granted, we're not like too crossbow heavy or anything, so yeah, so corn dogs, man. This is going to be something. So at Xandri, we can go ahead and get some tradable resources. That's going to be fine. You are going to head over here, and this is a good time to like update our armies a little bit too. So we can go here, and then I believe we can go into a camp stance, which is going to help with the attrition. And we can fine-tune. So we have the Galloper guns, which are very fun. Units, yeah, we got the Braganza's Besiegers, our Pavis crossbows. The Curse Company are kind of the odd duck here for me. They're all right, but I think just saving them as an ROR is going to be a little bit better. So then from here, we could get another good cab unit. We can get the T. Huichi's Raiders. These guys are like armor-piercing heavy units, but here's the Marksmen of Miriglano, some cool units. I think we want to get the Knights, like the elite quality Knights, but I guess we just like save the money for now, and we can get them before we go to battle since it's an ROR. We don't need to grab it right now. Yeah, I wonder who's going to declare war on us. I wonder who's going to be declaring war. We have the Tilean Supremacy coming, which is going to give us a crossbow buff and a bunch of buffs for pretty much all our units. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. This guy has been player hating on us. Yeah, oh wow, 106. I mean, do we just take down him? No, he's going to start liking us once we start fighting Khorne again. And those military actions, they will pass. Yeah, they'll pass, I think. Oh, man. Yeah, because if we get to war with Khorne quickly, I mean, he's only got a handful of territories, right? Yeah, he's got 7 territories, so he's reasonably strong. But we do have a non-aggression pact. If he breaks that, then, we could run into some problems. Building an outpost over here. Yeah, we could consider building an outpost there as well. So Homeboy's going to be chilling. We could go raid, but we're going to do a big lightning strike down here and hit these territories. Corndog is... He's going to be a problem, though, man. Skarbrand's got 16 territories. He's strength rank 10. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy fight, but we most likely can expect attacks here, which our 2 armies can handle. I don't know if Khorne sails for Sartosa, we have a good enough garrison. We could recruit an army and just spam RORs. That's why you usually want to keep RORs in reserve, just for emergency situations. And the light scouts as well. Yeah, we're going to be replacing them too, so we could just get rid of them for now to save a little bit of money. And I think we need another turn to lick our wounds and replenish. Yeah, we're going to be mostly fully healed after this, so then Borgio can go for the Pools of Despair. Can you reach that? Yes, you can. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
So he's going to be able to reach that as well. We got some good items on the homies. I don't know if there's any housekeeping we need to do. Housekeeping? Yeah, it looks like most stuff's equipped. So that's a talisman there. We can just fuse that with a luck stone or something to get something a little bit better maybe. Let's fuse that so we can get something nicer. And what do we get? We get the Seed of... Oh, wow. That's really good, actually. Okay, so Seed of Rebirth is...
The Empire.
Yeah, we have Talisman of Endurance, which is pretty good for the ward save. Although, I think we can just put the Seed of Rebirth on you. That's going to be passive healing. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And then this guy could use an item as well. We'll give him the Talisman of Endurance. Okay.
What?
Awesome. Yeah, pretty good little crafting session there. All right, guys, next turn. And I'm actually sweating bullets here a little bit. There's going to be some big sweaty fights. All right, so the doodles of mass goodness are on their way. We're going to level up Sartosa, get that to the next level. And down here, do we have anything we want to do? Not really. Xandri, we can get our pottery barn going there. Although, no, we probably want to save the money for some Arwars. Okay, so... Yeah, man, so it begins. We will move here a little bit up, yes. And then we can deploy our camp here, I believe. We need to go a little bit further back, I think. I guess the other character can deploy the camp, that's fine. So he's going to come right up there. Looks like there's going to be some attrition there. Can he actually reach it? Yeah, I believe we can. We don't know what lies in the shadows there, so I should probably send an agent down here to go do a little bit of snooping and scouting, get us some vision. Okay, we don't see any Khorne armies lurking. Borgio's there. We're going to come right over here, set up the camp. So let's deploy the camp. Perfect. So that's going to get the Black Tower of Arkan camp. And this camp's pretty nice. We got some recruitment and any other buildings we want to get there. Immune to swamp attrition, horde growth when in an abandoned region, or construction costs for buildings, immune to mountain attrition. Yeah, none of those are super good, although horde growth is always nice, so I guess we could just slap that. No, actually that one is mutually exclusive. Okay. So you can switch that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we are going to go to Homeboy.
What?
We are going to offer to join a war against. He really, you see, the downside's starting to get better for us. So let's join a war against the Exiles of Khorne. That's got to carry some freaking money. Yeah. There we go. And yeah, let's propose the offer. All right. So it begins. We're at war with Khorne. Oh, God. All right. The Besieger will begin his besieging. So we're going to go there, and we're going to take this down, pass it around. Good. A little bit more damage. Khorne is pretty gnarly on auto-resolve, so... Yeah, we could be greedy. The Book of Asher, I think... Does Piccolo? Yeah, Piccolo can't equip any gear or have any Enslayers, I don't think, no. What a noble hog he is, though. Yeah, a noble beast. Borgio the Besieger. We've got that, and then we have Connoisseur. Veteran Advisors is ambush chances. Yeah, and we have most of his tree up there. We could start going into the military tree, so we have the tactical trajectories. And this is going to be for spear, pike, and halberd units and armor as well. So weapon strength and armor. And then this one is going to be melee defense and melee attack. And this one is going to be melee defense, melee attack also, okay. Always tricky to decide what to do with Borgio. It's kind of decision paralysis. A lot of characters will have like one or two really good things, but this is just like, oh, there's a lot to choose from. Death by Mercenaries is pretty nice for the global recruits. And enemy leadership, extra security. I think we can do sticks and stones. So that's going to be armor and weapons. I think melee defense might be better, actually. So melee defense for spear, pike, halberd, lance, and great weapon units. And then for melee attack for hand weapon and dual weapon units. Oh, actually, no. And then hand weapon, dual weapon. And that's going to be for great weapon, hand weapon, and dual weapon units. Great weapon, hand weapon, dual weapon units. This is, you know what? Let's take the speed, actually. Speed for your entire freaking army is pretty good. All right, Harry Potter. He could use some armor as well. I don't know if we have anything laying around. We have some enchanted items. We can go ahead and fuse these together, see what we can get. And what's it going to be? Crown of Command. Enchanted item. Sure, it's fine. And he also has some skills that we could level up. So for him, we can just get these specialists and get him fully pimped out. And for our new mercenary captain guy, who's looking real cool, by the way, we can dedicate him to somebody. Okay, so that's missile resist for the army. Enemy leadership in local region. You could stack a bunch of Mimridia characters and probably get that to be pretty good. Sister's Fury, dedicated to Solcan. Battle healing cap. Tilea. I mean, regeneration is just always so freaking good, you know? Crooked dice, kind of fun. And dedicated to here. Research rate +5 isn't bad. I think I want to take the Tilea, though. It's just so good to stack. It's so good. All right, so the Pools of Despair, we can go ahead and start on some gates. And down here, we're going to get you. I think we want to grab the RORs, because there are going to be some Khorne Dog armies. I don't think they'll be able to... Ooh, yeah, okay, there's an army right there. So if we take the Black Tower of Arkin... Yeah, if we take that... We don't have the movement right now, so we can just encamp by the camp. It looks like the camp actually ate some of our resources there. So we're going to go ahead and just keep this guy over here, just kind of spying on things. And now we can upgrade this. All right, so horde recruitment capacity. We can upgrade this to get some pikeman companies. That gives us some light cab, which I don't think we need too much. This gives us handgunners. And that is going to be horde recruitment. So what can we even recruit in this region from the camp? Yeah, we could just get some half pikes, basically. Nothing too fancy. Handgunners were mainly going to be indexed into crossbows. But if we eventually do get this up, we can get some good quality units, some duelists, and then some Republican Guard, which are going to be good frontliners. Yeah, hard choices here, hard choices. This is just going to give us horde growth. We'll just get more supplies to amp up that camp. All right, so begins the battle. And next turn, we're going to check out to see if we have any strategies that we can use against Khorne that would be effective. And then iron. I don't know if I ever got iron over here at Magritta. Magritta, how are we doing on public order? We're at +2, and this is giving us +3. So we will be in the red if we cut this building out. What are the deals? Difficulty elect. Yeah, but we're a long ways off. I think I'm going to get the iron resource so I can enact some of those other stratagems. All right, guys, let's get this battle going. And yeah, you're going to see like 8 Khorne armies just beelining towards my position here. It's going to be sweaty. Jesus Christ. Skarbrand, Karanak, and they're just like doom stacks too, like good quality units. Oh god, I don't think I can win that. Oh man. Okay, guys. Borgio, we need to get some good units here. Oh, we can get this Arsenal the Dragon Lord. Yeah, it's like a huge dragon character. Okay. 800 upkeep though, so that's quite an investment. Miriglano, we don't have the exploding crossbows yet. We're going to want that. I think we need to fall back, because how far are they going to be able to reach? They can get pretty far in March Dance, although I do have Lightning Strike with Borgio, so I could probably methodically cut the head off the snake of a couple armies. So we can make our stand here, which would be very epic. Now, running would be the smart play and then like luring them deeper, but I think going for like an epic hard situation will make the campaign a lot more interesting, so we're going to do that. And even if we lose our armies, it'll be fun. So the camp, yeah, we got that being upgraded. We're not ready to up here. We have a couple turns till growth. Yeah, we got these scaries, the Paymasters wagons. I don't know how useful the wagons are going to be at this point, honestly. I mean, I guess they do hit hard, so there is that. We got the 2 cannons. The Doodles of Mass Destruction are underway, so those will be ready in 1 turn. And do we upgrade the walls over here, man? I don't know. This is so shady. So let's find out what RORs we want to get. Although I guess we grab them next turn. They're not going to be able to reach us. And you are just going to kind of keep an eye on things. So how far can they go? Yeah, you can go here. That's Karanak. So that's 1 army, level 16. Skarbrand's level 36. Holy shit. Yeah, and that's all marching. So they're going to be able to march like right here. And then I think Lightning Strike won't fully eliminate them out of the battle, you know? Yeah. It enables propensity for joining, but will cause your troops to start the battle with reduced vigor. Yeah, maybe it'll work. I think we just gotta like pimp it with Borgio, man. So I think we hand over some of these units. We hand over the 2 Griffin units. We have 1 Cav unit, and if we get the Golden Griffins, that's a pretty mean stack from Borgio. So we run you over here to exchange with Borgio the Besieger. So he's gonna do this. We're gonna hand him the 2 beasts. So now he's got these big scary bird beasts. What does the Emperor bid? And Homie is going to, Borgio can move out of the city, or you can just kind of move up this way. Is there any way to get out of corruption? Doesn't look like it. The whole region is just tainted as hell. All right, so we are going to just eat the corruption, but now Borgio's ready. We can go into ambush stance. Channeling stance is fine. We could also hard march back to this territory here. Yeah, we got desert attrition over there. Anywhere we can get, that's going to be safe, because this camp, don't think Khorne can reach it, so we can break it down next turn. Let it finish building. Xandri, the Black Tower of Arkin, I suspect. I know there's some movement shenanigans, but this is where my lack of campaign, yeah, that's a hard march. A regular move's going to be like a little bit closer to here. Okay. So you, Homie, are going to go and do some recruitments. I guess just getting RORs with you is going to be better. Get a couple half pikes there. And, dude, this is going to be so freaking sweaty, man. It's going to be so sweaty. Have any unique buildings down here in Araby? Not really. Okay, so what does this do? This gives us income, local recruitment capacity. Don't think that's very useful here. We can upgrade, I think, focus on Southern Realms. In case we lose this war, I think we want to invest more in like our home provinces here. And Magritte has the fancy Meridian Alcove, which will give us some cool stuff. Yeah, the unique building there. All right. Well then, Borgio has got a pretty scary stack with these guys. The final transmutations are going to be very brutal, but next turn it's going to get crunk. And we wanted to look at anything we could do here in terms of strategy. Okay, diplomatic relations. We upkeep for cav units, character success chance stuff. Mercenary Wars, and then this was Research Rate. We can actually do this one too. That's pretty good. We'll do the Great Patronage one. Yeah, Recruit Rank, Global Recruit Rank. This is like, none of these are terribly relevant to this particular fight that's coming up, so. All right, Lightning Strike is hopefully going to save our butt. We're going to see how this goes. That is 4 full stacks against our 2 stacks in like a Haggard camp. All right, guys, let's get it. And also, let's see what Count Chocula thinks of us now. Yeah, he's starting to like us more. The war with the exiles of Khorne. The more we fight Khorne, he's going to like us more and more. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to confederate him in some eventuality. And she is... I thought I had a defensive alliance with her. Could have sworn I did. Oh, well, I guess she was like, nah, I'm good. I guess it's only... Oh, that's right. Defensive alliances are only when you get attacked. Well, yeah, she's a friend. You know, she's chilling out. Confederation eventually. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, wish me luck. Sweating bullets, but that's what makes this fun. All right, so we have an event. Ooh, research rate 50 for 1 turn. That's really nice. We're going to take that for sure. I wish I had those exploding crossbows right about now. Jeez Louise. And that is done. So then we're going to finish Tilean Supremacy soon, and then we can get the Doodles of Mass Destruction, and that will give us Tortoise tanks, which we're going to need in this war. That's for sure. Any gear that I want to get? So Borgio has what? Yeah, he's pretty pimped. And then the other characters, the Harry Potter, you could use maybe like... Sort of Bloodshed's all right, but let's see if we can get any like cool weapons for this fight. All right, so weapons. Let's look for like fanciness here. Scorpion armor, Helm of the Kraken. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna save my money for RORs. And now we got all these guys. One of them's in camp stance. Skarbrand, the exiled one. If we attack here, we can pick this army. I think we have enough movement to get a couple of these guys. With Lightning Strike, we should be cooking. So. We can break down the camp for now, just so it doesn't freaking die on the next turn, although we can leave it up until after the battle, I suppose. Ugo will figure out what he's going to do. Borgio is going to go ham. This is going to be like several sweaty fights in a row, although this guy could use a better weapon too. Yeah, so he's got this like bow thing for missile strength. Let's see if we can get Home Dog a better weapon so he can actually contribute to the fight. Okay. So weapons, this is armor down here. Big purple armors. They don't even look that good, to be honest with you. The Gilded Curse will give him regeneration. That's not bad. Who doesn't have passive regen? Although being weak to fire against Khorne isn't great. Yeah, I think we're just going to fight. Okay, guys. Do we Lightning Strike Skarbrand out? I think we cut the head off the snake and then... Dude, there's so many scary demons here. Holy shit. Skarbrand's army is a bunch of Chaos Knights. It looks like some big scary beasties. I mean, we have our Chad Pikemen. We have our Griffins. And we are going to move forward here. This one will be oh my god, this army will be easier. It's just like all chosen of Khorne. Like, alright, let's Lightning Strike the weak army first. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to Lightning Strike, cutting off those units. And, yeah. Our army's going to be starting with a vigor penalty, obviously, but I think this is how it has to be done. We'll see you guys in the battle. All right, guys, the battle is on. We've deployed, and it is time to try and take down the old Khorne dog. All right, so we're going to get the cannon zeroed in on that Soul Grinder. The rest of the army is going to kind of move up like so, and we need to go get value with all of our SEs, you know. We have our cool detachment here as well. The Galloper guns, let's go galloping. Light cannons, if we can take down the Soul Grinders out of the gates, that's going to be pretty massive. And looking around, all looks good in the realm. And how is our vigor? Yeah, we're exhausted. It's fine. It's fine. It's the only way this is going to work. It's the only way this is going to work. All right, so we're going to get you back here. Keep you with these guys. So you guys go deep set. We'll just put you in 7. Have you guard the Galloper guns. Let's move you guys over. And let's move up and party. Yeah, the Griffins should be able to take on the big boy, and I do have a ton of healing. So we need to like take most of the damage on our SEs, and then from there, keep our army healthy, and we can pull in our other army to reinforce a little bit later on. All right, so you're going to do this. The cannons are a little bit out of range, but they should be able to start hammering here in a second. And you guys are going to come up, go have some fun with the boys. And the Galloper guns are going to come over here and do their thing. I'm pretty sure these 3 birds will just dunk on that guy. Yeah, it does suck that we're exhausted, but, you know, what can you do? All right, so here comes the big dogs. We got Piccolo here ready to thump. The Galloper guns can deploy here, so we're going to deploy the Galloper guns. You guys are going to go battle those Chosen of Khorne for a second. And yeah, hopefully that man will go down right there. Okay, so the cannons, let's shoot at the chariots. So we're going to get in and fight a little bit, and then we can just cycle charge. We can do a Dweller's Blow right here, so we're going to do a Dweller's. Try and punish those guys a little bit, while our 3 birds just hopefully make quick work of this guy here. Yeah, so just keep going like so. Great, so we do get the Dwellers. Now it's time to retreat a little bit, because we're actually taking some damage. And the cannons, we can move you guys over like so to help out a little bit, and the Galloper guns can shoot there. And you guys can just pop 1 final transmutation to make that fight a little bit more effective. And now we just retreat back and do a little gremlining right there. All right, so the final transmutation against Khorne isn't the most effective, but it does what it can. So you guys retreat, keep the cannon fire going, crossbows and the Braganza's besiegers will come up like so, and hopefully those cannons will be hitting home. All right, is everybody able to escape there? It looks like maybe someone's a little bit trapped. It's probably your boy Borgio. So Borgio can fight here. Let's get you guys to shoot right there. And the Harry Potters are going to need to try and escape here. All right, so we're going to do an Awakening of the Wood on the blob. And did we successfully get the Khorne monster down? We did. So now we can come get some final transmutations on that area. And honestly, the Meridian Priestess is really tanky, so I'm happy to have her kind of do her thing there. All right, Borgio, you keep doing it. And the rest of the army, let's get you guys looping up. And the crossbows are going to be at the ready. Cannons, just shooting at whatever the hell you can hit, honestly. Whatever the hell you can hit. And the Galloper guns just need to shoot there too. All right, so yeah, still fighting in the mix. Borgio a little bit trapped up, that's okay. So we're going to bring in our characters. Borgio does have insane healing, so he's going to be a very, very stalwart character. So we're going to bring you guys in, get that character down, and yeah, as far as this goes, I mean, I'm not unhappy to fight here. We can do another Dweller's Blow on the blob. That's going to be really good. And the Besiegers, let's get the crossbows to shoot the Chaos Knights. You guys shoot the Chaos Knights here. And we're going to need to get the Volan's Venators to try and run those guys down. Make sure they don't get too crazy on us. Oh my god, what the hell happened to our Galloper gun? All right, Forsaken of Khorne got a nice little jump there, but we do get a big Dwellers and punish that. The SEs are chilling. We do take down another dude there. Chaos Knights are coming, and the cannons, the light cannons, are going to want to get back. Let's get these 2 crossbows to come and light these guys up. And great. All right, so how's the pit fight going? Our character still seems to be doing all right. We could do a little bit of Earthblood action. Let's get you guys back in. We do get another SE, and now it's time for the final transmutations there. All right, so those are Forsaken of Khorne. We're going to go ahead and drop this and run. Let's shoot you guys there and get the Venators to run them down. Crossbows and crossbows at the ready. And we might want to just kite those Chosen of Khorne back with our main army. I think that's going to be the play, so we just run. Yeah, just run right there. Get the Forsaken on you guys, and you guys need to get your crews away. All right, so a little bit of sloppiness there, but not the end of the world. And yeah, how's the pit fight going? Pit fight's going all right. Borgio and company can move in. We're going to get all you guys back. And yeah, crossbows are unleashing. You guys are going to want to run this way. We got to kite the main army and take as little damage as we can. The Galloper guns are fine. We could just resummon an ROR, you know, afterwards or something. I think that'll be good. SEs, let's go ahead and get the final transmutation of Doom here. And you as single entities can come pick off some of these overextending units here. So let's go get on these guys. While the crossbows continue chasing, we'll get that light cannon moving over there. And the Harry Potter can do another Dweller's Blow right there on that army. Yeah, which is going to be great. All right, so the Southern Realms armies are scurrying away. Crossbows are shooting. Outstanding. The Griffins are going to just pound that position. Those Golden Lions are very, very good. We'll go get Borgio back in the blob fight. You know, get him with the boys. Griffins looking solid. Let's finish off these Chaos Knights. And now we can, we could probably have everybody kind of dogpile on these guys. Yeah, I think that's fine. They're kind of overextended here. And great, so those guys have been chased, and now we're going to bring the Griffins over for another final transmutation. We can do a little Earthblood action here. How much WOM do I have left? I have 74. So after the battle, we're going to be able to do a ton of healing. All right, so the pikeman formations are in the mix. They are Royal Rumbling. And shoot at these Chosen of Khorne, go around the outside with the Venators. The Venators we should be using to chase down raggedy units. And the Griffins will be doing some thick damage here in a second. All right, so Dwellers below. If this was like a non-Khorne army, it'd be exponentially more devastating. But I think we have one more final transmutation. Yeah, we do. So we're going to do that plus that. The Chosen of Khorne should be defeated in combat by these units eventually. So let's get you guys back here. Get the cannon to be shooting into these guys. The Venators have done good. And now let's pull in the Griffins to snipe the enemy lord. Borgio can do his big buffs, and we can also do the Priestess of Mimridia, doing some ward save stuff as well. Outstanding. So once we break this Khorne army, we're going to want to like do some housekeeping and healing for a little while, right? Crossbows come in, you guys chase things down. So I was very sloppy with the cannons this game, but I only lost the Galloper guns. Everything else is still reasonably healthy, actually. Like, these Chosen of Khorne are going to be marched down. The disciplined pikemen formations, giving them the business. And yeah, pretty okay on the loss department. So what we need to do now is get everything that's a single entity, gather it up, and basically just heal those bad boys up, because we're going to have to fight another fight right after this. But in the meantime, we can chase some shit down. So let's get you guys together. Who's injured? The big birds are injured. So let's get the bird plus the Paymaster's wagon in 4. So we're going to get some of you guys there. The Volan's Venators. This is why we need more cav units, by the way, so we can like chase down these units. Yeah, so we can get them nice and good like. All right, so I guess we maybe should have gone after Skarbrand first when we were the healthiest, you know? That would have been smart. So that's Earthblood right there. Who else needs a heal? We can get you topped off. Do a little bit of fast forwarding right there as the boys continue chasing where they can. And yeah, we got a lot of good characters there, though. We certainly did. Crossbows chase, and you guys can go chase them down. All right, guys, I'm just going to heal up a bunch of shit, and then we'll see you after the battle. Yeah, just a little bit of housekeeping. So decisive victory for us. We're coming back to the campaign map. That army got pretty much obliterated. Most of the Chosen are out of the picture. So now Borgio is going to have to lightning strike your boy Skarbrand. We healed up most of the army, which is good. We'll take the replenishment, actually. That's got to be nice. The money's all right, but yeah, replenishment here going to be more relevant. So Nat army is routed. Skarbrand, I don't know if he was in March Dance. I think he was. We'll see. Yeah, he got lightning struck away there. This army's in March Dance, so taking them at least will both be tired. I wanted to get, yeah, a Harry Potter. So the Galloper guns we can get rid of, and we can get a fresh ROR. This Arsenal the Dragon Lord is so freaking cool. Yeah, it's awesome. And we got a speed banner, which we'll give to one of our boys. Okay, Borgio. Yeah, what were we doing with him? I know we got the, I mean, the Veteran Advisor is cool, but was it Festive? We were getting something with 2 attribute points in it, I remember. Shielded Menace is nice. Yeah, we'll get that one. Wow, we got a lot of experience from that, by the way. Jeez Louise. Festive, Veteran Advisors, Sticks and Stones, Tactical Fluidity, that's right. And is there anything else that buffs crossbows? As for Spirit, Leadership, melee attack, and melee defense. So we'll do that. And then we need to get everybody nice and leveled up. We need to get a weapon for this guy, actually. So let's go craft a weapon for our Harry Potter, because he tends to be in the melee fight. So I think getting him a nice weapon would be good. Local recruitment rank, Armor of Dawn, Gilded Cuirass. Yeah, we can get him a cool weapon. Destroyer of Eternities. So, oh, he gets a bonus first large. That's actually kind of nice. Let's purchase that. Our bonus first large wizard. I mean, look, he's usually in the mix, right? And Piccolo can't be equipped with the weapon, although Destroyer of Eternities would probably be better on you. So we're going to give you that, and then we're going to go ahead and give you this other weapon that we now have, the Sword of Bloodshed. All right, awesome sauce, guys. So now let's go ahead and finish off our Harry Potters and get them all set up here. Assault units, Immortality, Mark of Hysh, Mimridia's Ward is fine, and we can go ahead and do... Shield of Thorns is cute, but I don't think we're ever going to use it. Let's do, yeah, Steel Technologies, whatever. Piccolo's leveled up. Piccolo's a menace. And you have to remember, my army's got like Devastating Flanker. I got a lot of crazy stuff on all my dudes. This one is melee defense, wound recovery time, missile strength. Full ham is what we want. Yeah, and the following units will receive bonuses from that. All right, so we're going to get this. Stand your ground, tactician, and we're full ham, boys. Oh, we got him on a tank now, dude. Piccolo's in a tank. Okay, so you guys are going to get to see the Tortoise tank, actually. Yeah, so we want to get the reload stuff. Oh, dude, we have the Tank of Doom. All right, so gun sight is fine. Looking good. And the Priestess of Mimridia is here too, and for her, we want to just continue down her basic combat tree. We'll get Benediction. That's not bad. Could be worse. All right, so this army we can bring into... Skarbrand is... No, that's Slaughter Wing. This guy... Yeah, Skarbrando. He is definitely the biggest problem. I think we just Lightning Strike Skarbrand while we're healthy and take him down. Dude, this is epic. This is probably what you guys wanted. I know some of the other campaigns have seemed a little bit easier, but this is like some serious sweat here. You'll see the infrastructure to upgrade Magritta. We can do the Shalian Temple. Get that sauced up. And now we go cut the head off the snake. I mean, yeah, he's got a full garrison in there, so Lightning Strike is pretty much just going to carry us into the sunset here. And he's not going to run, that's for sure. Close defeat. Huh. Lightning Strike is a valiant defeat. Okay. Yeah, just cutting out 2 armies there. We get Skarbrand. If we kill Skarbrand, we could also march back to our territory and then chill with our other army. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Look at the stat line. We need to cheese him, like, real quick, guys. Real quick, like. All right. We'll see you in the battle. So we have our new character, by the way. Let me show you what he looks like. So this is a Southern Realms character you can recruit. It is Arsenal the Dragon Lord. So it's like an elven dude who joins with the Southern Realms. And, yeah, it's a big, strong fighter, right? So what's not to love? So, yeah, cannons. Dude, this is a multiplayer map for Warhammer 2, actually. I remember this one. So we got our 2 cannons back here. Let's do our pike and shot formation. Do this, this, and this. So we're going to do something similar to what we did last time. Piccolo, oh, he's got the tortoise tank, but he's so slow now. All right, so Piccolo's going to have to be used like a skirmisher now. Yeah, he'll be very tanky, though. He'll be hard to kill. So we got our crossbows. We'll have the explosive crossbows in a couple turns. Sadly, we didn't have it for this fight, but, you know, it's my fault. I didn't know the campaign super well. Now we do. 2, and we're going to get Harry Potter there. With the Paymaster's wagons, because they do, they absorb some of the damage. And then the Griffins can be in group 4 with Arsenal, the Dragon Lord. They can roll together. Piccolo is going to be up here with his tortoise tank. And we can get the 2 cannons on the outside shooting. And let's go ahead and get the pike and shot formation here to defend the cannons. I feel like I'm playing old world tabletop the way I'm deploying. Like cannons on the sides with army there. Yeah, it's fun. Poland's Venators, we can just keep you guys back to guard the cannons. And Piccolo's going to be in 4, and cannons can be in 5. And let's frickin' do it, dude. All right, so we're going. Piccolo's going to go too, and the cannons are just out of range. We do have our mercenary detachment there, which is really fun. But yeah, let's go get some breath attacks. Skarbrand's chilling. We probably go take that Bloodthirster out of the sky first. Khorne's Bloody Fist. Let's just go, like, annihilate that dude. And then the rest of the army's going to be coming over here. All right. Yeah, we're eating it. We do see Khorne's dreaded anti-air shooting at us. Nothing to worry about. Piccolo's on his way. We're going to not make the mistake of advancing up our cannons this time. Lore of Life is so clutch in these lightning strikes because we just like take most of the brunt of the damage here. But man, Borgio would get his butt kicked by Skarbrand pretty freaking bad. I think we just win this one. Yeah, I think the Bloodthirster, I don't think it's going to be smart enough to land on the ground, so we can do a little roar, lower his stats down, and just circle beat him. All right, so that's going to be the plan. Piccolo and his tortoise tank is going to start unleashing here. So we'll get him to continue moving. But the big SE is paying the price. The wagons, yeah, we can shoot with the wagons a little bit. Just do a little something on those Marauders of Khorne. Come on. Khorne's Bloody Fist is no freaking joke, man. It is no joke. We don't want to waste the final transmutations also. So Piccolo, can we shoot at Skarbrand? We're just going to kind of keep the tortoise tank right here. Play it very carefully. And then these other 2 cannons will soon be in range. We can advance up the pike and shot formation. Yeah, and then pull you guys back a little bit. The Air Force fight is going in our favor. So we want to just keep getting picks here where we can. All right, so Piccolo, shoot. And let's lure them into the cannon fire. So now we can get you guys and just keep going. And Khorne's Bloody Fist should be going down right now. They're going to be advancing soon, though, with the whole army. But taking down one of their stronger elements here early on is going to be actually very valuable. All right, so how are we looking here? Yeah, you guys are getting it. Piccolo's a battle tank is shooting there. Khorne's Bloody Fist is down for the count. Now, I could go for the big boy. I'm going to leave the Dragon Lord back here. And I believe he does have a bow. He can finish off this guy. We're going to take the SEs over this way and do it. So now let's get all you guys in the mix here. Piccolo's going to be ready, and we need to have you guys halts, call in the SEs, and great. So now the Dragon Lord has finished off the Herald of Khorne's big wiener over there. Looking great, and here comes the onslaught. So let's go ahead and get the cav to go intercept those chariots. And how is the Herald not dead yet? God damn, dude, what a menace. All right, let's go get on that. And yeah, hopefully they pile in here. Oh, Skarbrand's going from missile lines. That's even better. All right, so we'll shoot you guys with everything. Shoot Skarbrand, please. Let's take him out of the lock formation, and the heavy cav are going to be coming in. And we can send the big griffins to go get Skarbrand as well. All right, so final transmutations here. We need to do a big old scary this right there also. Let's do the ward save. Outstanding. Skarbrand is getting it. He does rampage a couple of my units. I don't know why they're going over there, but they are. So if we can cut the head off the snake off Skarbrand, that's going to be pretty big. And now let's get a final transmutation right there. And this character is getting absolutely hammered. Yeah, we need to freaking flash bomb him. Okay, so cannons, everybody shoot at Skarbrand. Over here in the fight, we need to get a big old Earthblood on you. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a little bit of this to keep them fighting, make sure everybody's kosher there. And Skarbrand is getting circle beaten pretty good. Piccolo is just locked in Mortal Kombat there, which is fine. Let's get some of these crossbows back. Skarbrand's losing a lot of HP. He did rampage you guys in, and let's turn you around and have you start shooting there. All right, so the pit fight here, we do lose one Paymaster Wagon. Let's go ahead and drop this, and we're going to have some nice AoEs here soon. Let's do some roaring to make sure we snare people down. Skarbrand's about to go down here. He's about to pay the price, which is pretty freaking good, you know, and we just need to make sure to keep our freaking mage alive, man. He is getting hammered super hard. I think it's by that big anti-large monster. All right, so the pike formations, they're trying their best. Marlin Skarbrando is down for the count. Is Harry Potter going to be able to get away? We have another Dwellers below, so let's go ahead and pop this and get you guys out. Losing this mage would be pretty freaking bad, so we'll see if we can save him, but that Dwellers there should be nice. And cool, so Skarbrand is down. We are peeling the backfield elements. Let's get the big beasties to come over there, and it looks like Borgio was able to escape, and I think everybody's going to be able to escape there. All right, that's perfect. All right, so the pikemen formations are holding. Braganza's besiegers need to get back a little bit. We do see the big behemoth is there, and our Dragon Lord guy can come back and help, while Piccolo is just locked in eternal mortal combat over there. All right, yeah, heal on you. Let's get you guys back. And yeah, the pikemen are doing good, but this is a bit of a problem. I think we're going to have to retreat after this fight. Skarbrand's army is much harder. You know, it took a lot more effort to bring it down. You guys come over here. Do we have any more final transmutations? We do, so we could drop one right there. And Borgio and company, we can get them over here and go engage again, while Piccolo needs to roll this way. Pikeman formations can intercept here. Let's get the mercenary captain shooting there. The Braganza's besiegers. What is attacking us here? Some sort of a character. Yeah, do that, and outstanding. All right, so we are in the pit fight now. Let's go ahead and do the mighty roar. Yeah, try and punish him a little bit. And do we have any healing for the big dogs? Because we need to get some healing on these golden griffins. They've been so freaking clutch for us, by the way. The Venators, bring them across. Crossbows need to just reform the ranks. And you engineer, we can go ahead and flash bomb these. All right. So now I think we need to, we're going to replace those wagons with RORs. And that's the cool thing. We have so many mercenaries available to us that we're going to be able to hire a bunch of mercs and from there feast. So let's get the 2 cannons trained in on the big man right there. And we need to bring the big birds to come finish these damn diving elements, which are giving us a lot of grief in the backfield. Yeah, giving us a lot of trouble. Yeah, so more of a brutal fight, but we're still going to be able to heal. Piccolo is just rolling around. His tank, the tortoise tank, it shoots, I think, 360. So he could just like kind of waddle around and get his value. We're going to take down the big dude. Yeah, we need to get a heal on you, and Crown of Command is going to make him unbreakable. So let's do that. Yeah, the Bloodroot Behemoth is down for the count. Let's get the cannons zeroing in on this guy. Borgio finishing off the prize. And I think we got it. Jeez Louise, that was a scary army. We could have cheesed harder probably, but I think that was like just the right balance of a cheese and a good proper fight. So yeah, we're going to call that a dub. You know, call it a big dub, and I think everything is pretty much broken and or disintegrating. So let's get you guys here. We need to get all the SCs who could be healed, including Piccolo. And yeah, Skarbrand, I believe he was in March Dance. I can't recall. Shoot the Harambe's up here. Let's get the Venators to go hunt these guys down. Yeah, the dragon is hunting the last of their kind over here. We're gonna do a heal right there. Heal the boys up. Get Borgio. Borgio has that auto healing anyway, so he doesn't care too much about it. Let's get Piccolo over there. And we do have regen on a lot of our characters also, so that's kind of cool. All right, guys, I'm going to clean this up. We'll see you after the battle, and let's get that healing frickin' going on them right about now. And damn, before we go to the campaign map, Piccolo with 2,700 value. So even though it looked like he wasn't doing much, his tank was sitting there and putting out a lot of DPS, it looks like. But yeah, just thought that was a fun little caveat. All right, lads, see you on the battlefield. All right, so in this case, we'll just take the money since the replenishment is not as significant. We put a big dent in the corn dogs for sure, guys. A huge dent. Campaign movement range, nice. And yeah, oh, weapon strength and charge bonus for the Lord's Army, not bad. All right, so Borgio, he's still got some gas in him here, guys. Although it looks like we're kind of trapped within the influence of the siege here. So do we lightning strike the Black Tower of Arkan and take down the garrison? I mean, probably not a bad idea, actually. And then what we do is we move up this army to reinforce. And then from there, we should be able to take on these two pretty easily. So yeah, we've made good progress here, guys. This is very, very good. Any other big upgrades we want to spend that money on? I could craft some more items. We have, yeah, making Miriglano higher up is always good. Our big capital city. Let's freaking go, man. Yeah, so we'll get that to level 4. By the way, that's going to be unlocking, I believe, a new character. We will get the Master Duelist character, which should be pretty cool. All right, lads. That is part 1 of the Khorne Wars. Part 2 is going to be coming in the next episode very soon. The game plan is we take down the Black Tower of Arkan with a lightning strike, which should be very, very easy. I probably just do that, not with auto-resolve, but just like, you know, record it, not, well, edit it out. And then we're going to move Ugo over there. And from there, we can just kind of bunker up in that city. Yeah, because I can't reach him. I'm caught in the influence of the siege, right. So we got to figure out something with that. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Regardless, especially with some walls, we could absolutely wreck this army. Like, we just, like, annihilate the Bloodthirster Lord, and then everything else is mainly just Hounds and Tier 1 units. And, like, we healed up our Golden Lines and all our SEs. So, like, that is what carries us. The Pike and Shot formations are cool, but they're a little bit tertiary in that regard. All right, so GG. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the beginning of the Khorne Wars. And, yeah, we got another one coming very, very soon.